Okay, so here we go. We are finding the product using distributive property. And remember, we talked about the definition means to give. To give. Okay? Now, the first one I'm going to come up with is 5 times 2 5/10. Now, I know we can multiply decimals by whole numbers, but what happens if they ask us to give distributive property? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to break this apart as 5 times 2.0 plus 5 times 0 5/10. Notice that I broke up the 2 5/10, but 5 is in both parentheses. Okay? Now, to solve these, do you know what 5 times 2 is? 10. Okay, I'm going to do 10.0. What's 5 times 5? 25. Now, notice I'm going to have to go over one space. So, I have 25. Now, I have 2 5/10. I'm going to add those together. Oops, boy, I got a smudge there, don't I? When I add those together, what's going to be my answer? 12 5/10. Okay? So my answer to this question is 12 5/10. Okay? Okay. Let's look at the next one. I have 8 times 7 2/10. My 8 is going to follow me in both of my parentheses. I'm going to multiply 7.0 times 0 2/10. Now, I just broke apart 7 2/10. Okay. 8 times 7. 56. So I'm going to write 56.0. Sometimes I'll have some where I'm going to have 2 places out to it, but right now I think 1 is okay. Don't you? Okay. So what's 8 times 2? 16. And I have only 1 place in there, so I'm going to move it 1 place over. So I have 1 6/10. So over here I'm going to add 56 0/10 plus 1 6/10. Remember, when you add, you line up your decimals just like soldiers. Line up the dots, give it all you got, okay? Give me a thumbs up when you got your answer. All right. 6 plus 0 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Bring down my 5. My answer is 57 6/10. We good? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I think that this is easier. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to do several practice ones, okay? So here we go. We're going to have a whole number of 3, and we're going to multiply it not by tenths. Let's go to hundredths. So I have 1 45/100. Okay, a little different. So what's my first number that I'm going to put in my parentheses, Cammie?
3.
3. So I know 3 times what?
1.0.
1.0. Okay? Right now, that's going to be okay for us. Plus 3 times what? What's the next place? 0 4/10. Okay? Oh, plus, I got to do it again. 3 times what?
0.5.
What? How do I say that correctly?
0 and 5.
Good job. 0 5/100. Okay? Now, all I have to do is solve each one of those parentheses, remembering how many decimal places I have. So, Cammie, which one do you want to help me with?
The first one. That was easy.
Okay. So, 3. So, we're going to say 3.0 because we have 1 decimal place. Okay, what about the next one, Ariella? Or Ariana? Is 12, and I need to go 1 place over, so now I have 1 2/10. What about the last one? Casey, your hand was up.
The last one, 3
Okay, how many places do I need to move my decimal?
0.
How many places? 2 places. So 1, 2. The decimal is in front of the 1. Remember to cover up that decimal. Now all I have to do is add those numbers up. So I have 3.0, 1 and 2/10. Oh, 0 and 15/100. What do I need to do with this, guys? I have a problem. Oscar?
Put a 0.
In which one? Both of them. Okay, remember, I've got to have the same number of places to the right of the decimal. So now all I have to do is add them up.
And you get,
Okay, tell me what I get, David.
you get 4 and 35/100.
Okay, that's 5. This is 3. Bring down my decimal. 4 and 35/100. Are we good with that, guys?
Yes.
That was one that was a little bit more challenging. Why? Because it went out 3 places. Okay, let's do another one. I want you to do this one on your own. I have 9 times 8 and 6/10. Now remember, you can refer up to the previous examples to see how you do that. Okay. Okay, Trenton, can you tell me what number I'm going to share between both of those parentheses?
Share 8. 9.
The 9. You're right. I'm going to share 9 between both of the parentheses. Cooper, can you tell me how to break up 8 and 6/10? 8 first. Very good. I'm going to write 8.0. And then what goes in the last one? 6/10. Okay. Now all we have to do is solve it. 9 times 8.
72.
72. So 72.0 plus, 9 times 6. David?
9 times 6 is 5 and 4.
54, and I'm going to move 1 decimal place over. Okay, so I'm just going to add them up. 72.0 and 5 and 4/10. Okay. Riley, when you get your answer, can you give it to me, please?
77 and 4/10.
Woohoo! Okay. So there's the 4. Bring down my decimals. 5 and 2 is 7 and 7. So my answer is 77 and 4/10. Okay, we doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's practice a little more. Okay, I'm going to go to the top of the next page for me. So you don't have to if you have plenty of room. Okay. So I have 6 and 79/100. Can you break that apart for me? Giving a number to each parentheses. Hopefully you know what number you are giving.
Wait.
What number are you placing in each parentheses? You can look back at the previous examples and see what we did.
I know what you did.
You know what I did.
Me too.
Okay, Oscar's got it already. Okay. There you go. Okay, Cason's got it. Almost got it. It's okay. Take your time. Take your time. Victoria, what number am I giving to both parentheses?
6.
I'm giving 6 to both of them. Boy, you get that part done and you're halfway home. Now I need to break up 79/100. Camilla, how do I break that up?
0 and 7.
0 and 7/10, and so the last one has to be 0 and 9/100. hundredths, right? So what's 6 times 7? Come on, guys. What is it? 42. And I need to move my decimal one place over, so I have 4 2/10. Okay? Now, what's 6 times 9? 54. How many places do I move my decimal? 2 places. So 1, 2. Remember to cover up that decimal. We're just going to add those together. 4 2/10. 0 and 54 hundredths. Problem there, guys. What's my problem? Add a survivor, or 0 is the hero. And we're going to add those up. Okay? Okay, good. Lots of you are getting that already. Justin, I'm going to ask you to give us our answer here in just a minute. We'll give everybody a chance to work it out. Very easy. Okay? Justin, what'd you get?
The answer is 4 and 74 hundredths.
4, 5 and 2 is 7. Bring down my decimal. 4 and 74 hundredths is my answer. How are we feeling about this, guys? Good. Let's do, I've got 3 more we need to practice on, okay? Or 4 more. Let me look. 3 more. Here we go.
A hard one.
4 times 99 and 3/10. Well, I can't even spit it out today. 4 times 9 and 3/10.
Oh, I thought that was 5.
I'll look at 5. I'll look at 3. That's all right. I have the same issue sometimes when I grade your work. Okay. Work it out. Add it up. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Okay, good. Trenton's got it. Trenton, what number am I going to share between both? I'm going to share 4. I'm going to give it to both of them. Now, what does distributive property mean? To give. Okay, good. Okay. Kason, I need to break up 9 and 3/10. How do I do that?
You put 9 in the first, and then you put 0 and 3/10.
Very good. And the next one. Okay. Use simple multiplication facts.
It's easy.
So, what is 4 times 9? Come on, class. What is it? 36. So, how many places do I put my decimal?
2.
What? 1 place. So, I have 3 and 6/10. Plus, what's 4 times 3? 12. How many places do I move my decimal? 1 place. So, now I'm only putting 3 and 6/10 plus 1 and 2/10.
This is something.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I made a mistake. Anybody find it? Oh, tell me. Wait, where did I miss it? Where did I miss it? Cammie, tell me.
On 4 times 9 and 0/10, you put the decimal in the wrong spot.
You're exactly right. I put the decimal in the wrong spot. Would you have caught it if I hadn't said anything? Yes? There you go. So, how should it look, guys? How should it look? Okay, 36 and 0/10. Oh, okay. So that means I've got to fix it over here too, right?
That was correct.
Are you right? Okay, so 36 decimal 0. Okay. Does that look better? Okay. Remember on your STAR test, guys, they're going to give you a mistake and you have to analyze it and find out where the mistake is. Okay? Just like you did for me. You have to explain what it is. So what's my answer, Riley?
37 and 2/10.
Very good. 7, 3. So my answer is 37 and 2/10. Okay? All right. 7 times 81 hundredths. 7 times 81 hundredths. Alexa, can you tell me what number I give to both parentheses?
7.
Very good. 7.
She's gonna make it harder if you say it. What hard ones?
Okay, I need to break up 81 hundredths. How do I break that up, Cooper? Okay, 0 and 8 tenths. Okay, I have one more left. Yes, ma'am. How do I break up the last part? I've got the 8 tenths in one. What's the last one I put in there? 1 what? 1 hundredths. Okay. So again, here we go. Okay. David, what's 7 times 8?
7 times 8 is 56.
Okay. Now I want you to look here just a minute. This was a whole number 9, so I had to have a whole number in my answer. This is a tenth, which means I need to make sure I go over one place, so I end up with 5 6/10. Okay, we good? Plus, okay, David?
Plus 7 hundredths.
7 hundredths. 0 ones, 0 tenths, 7 hundredths. Add those numbers up for me, please. Issues there with that number. You know what to do. 0 is your hero. Okay. All right. Who have not called? Victoria. I haven't called on you very much. Okay. Go ahead.
5 and 6,700.
Very good. 5 and 67 hundredths.
You just turned that 0 to a 7.
Well, we added 7 plus 0 is 7, right? Okay. Last one. 6 times, Kaysen wanted it harder. 2 and 8 tenths. Okay, just like one we did before. See if you can do this one. I'm sure you can too. Y'all are smart today.
No, it's because it's easy.
Well, I'm glad you think it's easy.
I don't think I can do this one. Oh, wait, no, this is kind of easy. It's just like the other one.
Just like the other ones.
Never mind.
Never mind. Okay.
Wait, actually, this
Corey,
one-
what number am I sharing between the 3 parentheses? Corey, what number am I sharing between all 3 parentheses? 6. Okay. Guillermo, can you break apart 2 and 8 hundredths?
2 and 8 hundredths. 6 times 2 and
Okay.
0 and 6 times 0 and 6 times 0 and 8 hundredths.
8 hundredths. Okay. Well, one of those is really easy to do,
Well,
right?
I didn't do the 6 times 0 one.
Oh, if I do this one, is it that?
Yeah, that's how I didn't do it.
Okay. So what's 6 times 2? Trenton? 12. Okay, remember that's a whole number 12. Put the decimal. Okay, so I'm adding these up. Okay, 6 and 8 go out the gate.
48.
Okay, I know it's got 48. I need to move my decimal. How many places? 2. 1, 2. Cover it up. Okay, and I'm going to have to add them over here so I have more room. There's the tenths. Here is the hundredths. Issues there. 0 is your hero. Guys, please make sure you're putting in those zeros. Sometimes we forget and get a wrong answer, so be careful. Isabella, what'd you get?
12 and 4800.
8, 4, bring down my decimal, bring down my 2 and 1. You're exactly right, 12 and 48 hundredths. Now, when you have your test next week, it's going to ask you for division, properties of division. What does the word distribute mean?
Yes.
To give. So what did I do? I gave the first number. It's usually a whole number. Sometimes later it may be another decimal that you need to give. But this is one way to multiply. Of course, we can multiply like we did yesterday, but this is it. So ladies and gentlemen, if you'll go ahead and close your stuff, that's it for the lesson today.
Yay!
Tomorrow we will do our book work.
You're the best.